What's up, y'all? Today, can y'all see me? Can y'all see me, YouTube? Okay, today is Sunday, fun day. I have to run to the store to grab a few things for dinner, and also I want to decorate the house with Christmas stuff. Today is Sunday, the 28th, I think, the 27th. Okay, the first stop is Sam's, so that I can buy some poinsettias to go into the corners of the kitchen. And then I want to put like some bows and ribbons up here and then on my door. And then we putting up the Christmas tree later on this week. Because we still got a few more things to get for our Christmas tree because we just add to it every year. So with that being said, I'm gonna just take y'all along with me for the ride. Let me show y'all where I want to put the poinsettias. Hold on. Okay, y'all, so boom, that flower stand and that one over there. First, let's get into these beautiful flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, boom, right there and right there is where I want to have them. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And then we're also, this is where we moved this part of the couch. We're gonna put the tree right here, and then we're going to do like a bow on the door, and then I'm gonna decorate this somehow, some way. The TV stand, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do just yet. So is it focusing? So yeah, y'all just stay tuned and I'm gonna bring y'all with me. Okay, y'all, so while I'm letting the car warm up, I'm gonna share my list with y'all and get my water ready, y'all. So from Sam's, we just need 2 poinsettias. I know y'all like, you really want a Sam's for that? Yes, I am, because the other day when I went grocery shopping, I did not have any room left, so I had to go back today to get the poinsettias. And okay, boom, so then I need to go to Target. I need some packing tape because for some reason I have so much tape but I can't find it. I think it's in my garage somewhere. And that's what I need to like hang the bows up. And then I need some greenery for our TV stand. So yeah, y'all, that is the list. I also need to get like some Christmas candy for our candy dishes, but I might wait on that too because I'm still trying to find my other 2 candy dishes. I do have one that I could use right now, but I don't know. We're gonna see. So yeah, y'all, so the next time I get on her, I should be at Sam's grabbing the poinsettias. And I need to, now they close at 8. We making good time. It's 4:30, so look at where I am, y'all. At Sam's. Yeah, I'm gonna record y'all when I get up in there because I hate people looking at me. Look at how cheap this is for 50 yards, y'all. That's not bad. That's why I mess with Sam's. Anywho, this is what I came here for. Y'all can't tell me these ain't cute. And I love the big ones because why get these little small ones when you can have the big ones? I don't know, y'all. I don't know which ones. I think I may do one red, one gold, or maybe both reds. I think I'm gonna do both reds. Bases. I don't know, y'all. We're gonna see. Yeah, so I ended up going with one that was in red, 4 at the bottom, and then one that was in gold because they still had this like plastic around it, and even though like these little crunchy little parts right here, for the most part the flowers look fresher, so I just went with these. Now I'm about to check out and then head to Target. So I'll see y'all when I get there. Target. Y'all can't tell me these rugs ain't cute. Like, I want one for the kitchen. Super cute. But I low-key trying to stay focused and just stick to my list. But I don't know. We're gonna put it in a cart in case I decide to, you know. Yeah, I left my tripod in the car, so bear with the shaky cam, okay? So let's get into it. Got the tape from Target. These, y'all, so freaking good. And I got this in my hot cocoa bar because I also got these from the store. Well, this is actually almost out. So that's why I got those. And then we got that up there. But anyway. Some butter for dinner. And some ice cream. Yeah, when I say this ice cream is so freaking good, this is literally some of my favorite ice cream. It's just so good. So yeah, that's what I got from Target. So now we're gonna get into cooking because I'm about to make some salmon with some pasta. So let's get into it. Okay, y'all. So first, I'm gonna put these plants up, and then we're gonna cook and we're gonna talk about some mental health stuff. I don't know why it's like this glare on the screen. Oh, that's from the light. It's from the light. Okay, so anyways, I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, y'all, how pretty is that? Like, oh my goodness. That's gorgeous. Yeah, I just love flowers. Absolutely love flowers. Got the 1, 2 shindig. Okay, y'all, let me get to cooking because it's getting later and later. Okay, I don't know if y'all can tell the difference, but I just turned them around because this side just looks a little bit fuller. So yeah, now we're about to start cooking. Now that I'm cooking, and like in one spot, because before I was washing the salmon, just back and forth, but now I'm pretty much chill in the same spot. So let's talk PMDD, which is premenstrual discord disorder, and I just want to talk like me being diagnosed with it, and like I guess how I knew the symptoms and stuff for me. Before we get any further into this video, like I had to tell y'all in the last video, boo-boo, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm saying this stuff to give you all advice on what to do. This is strictly like, and simply me telling you all my experience. So yeah, let's get into it. I was diagnosed with premenstrual disorder almost 6 months after I was diagnosed with postpartum depression and anxiety. So getting into like the shift of postpartum depression, going into PMDD, the first thing I think that kind of tripped me up with noticing like, dang, this gotta be something else, is because it would happen like clockwork. Every single month, these particular symptoms will come, and I would be like, what in the world is going on? Because I have been doing so good with my mental health and everything, working out, eating good, just feeling great after being diagnosed with postpartum depression and anxiety, and then I was, you know, doing therapy and stuff. So after like a couple months, I felt great. And so I would say after a few months of being I was taking Zoloft. Once I was diagnosed with postpartum depression and anxiety, I was prescribed Zoloft, and then like a very low dose. And then after a few months, was weaned off the Zoloft, and then I would say 6 months after being diagnosed with postpartum depression and stuff, I started feeling like weird again. And so it wouldn't even be every day, y'all. And this is how I ended up finding out that I had something going on, is because I would keep a journal. And so I knew that, like, reading back is how I was able to track what exactly was going on. And it will always be a week or two before my cycle, right? Like after a few months, I ended up feeling like, okay, what is going on? Because I noticed I'd be fine for a couple weeks. The next thing you know, I'm like going through these symptoms, and then boom, I'm fine again. It was just so much, like, it was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so I would say after like 3 months of these symptoms, I finally, something, like, I ain't gonna say something, the Holy Spirit told me, like, check your journal, to just see if you see a pattern, I guess. So I checked my journal, sure enough, boom, boom. So then I was like, okay, so let me check. Do y'all got the period calendar? Because I do. And I noticed that it will be around 2 weeks, like clockwork, 2 weeks before my cycle. So I had a doctor's appointment coming up, and I ended up going to the doctor, and I asked my doctor, I have a black female doctor, and I ended up asking her, like, do you know of like anything? And wait, before I get to it, y'all, I actually researched it. I had ended up Googling my symptoms, which I would not recommend y'all. Don't use Google, but it was right this time, okay? And so I just started reading, and y'all, every symptom was like check. So go to the doctor. And then I had just asked her, like, hey, like, I've been having these symptoms like a couple weeks or a week before my cycle, you know, menstruation starts. And I'm like, do you know of anything that I could be going through that's like, you know, can contribute to that? And yeah, why does lady say PMDD? And the reason I had asked her like that, because I didn't want to like self-diagnose and then say like, oh, it's PMDD, and then it could have been something else, and then she didn't like run tests or something like that. So even though we ran tests and did everything like that for like thyroids and like hypothyroidism and stuff like that, and everything came back fine, thank God. But I just wanted to like hear it out of her mouth without me, you know. And the only thing is, to be diagnosed, I believe you had to like go through it for 6 months. And at that point, I think I was at month 4. Yeah, it was something like that. So what we had decided was I would come back for a follow-up visit, and then if symptoms continue, then we would know what it is, and then if something changed, then just whatever, right? So go home, boom, same thing. Like next 2 months, go to my appointment. I let her know, like, yeah, you know, I believe that that's what it is because same thing happened, whatever. So getting into the symptoms, right? One of the main things that kind of like had me freaked out was the fact that, yeah, my hands, and y'all know I just went to go get some ice cream, and if y'all can tell, it's because, you know, my homegirl came. But anyways, my hands, y'all, were swollen. And that's the biggest thing. Swelling of the hands and like this part of the arms. Literally 2 weeks, a week, in like the first couple of days of your cycle. Or my cycle, I'll put it that way. And so that was like the biggest thing. And it would literally like just get on my nerves. I'd be like, bro, why are my hands swelling? You know? So that was the first thing. Second thing, being irritable. And not like, you know how like with PMS, and like I try to explain to people that PMS is like here, and PMDD it's okay. Yeah, so like excuse me, being irritable was like, oh my goodness, one of the biggest thing I noticed. Like, and just anything would just like tick me off. Like, what's up? You know, that's how it was. What else? Headaches. Really bad fatigue. Ooh, mood swings. Like, that goes with being irritable, but like, yeah, these was different. They were really different. What else, y'all? Like, the main symptoms. I really should have got my journal so I could tell y'all like this type of stuff I was jotting down. But I'm trying to just go off memory. Matter of fact, let's just look up some symptoms and then I'll tell y'all if I had it. Because for some reason I can't remember right now, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, boom. The biggest one, yeah, was, and it's right here. We're gonna read off of is it gonna focus? Usually self-diagnosable. Y'all see that? And the first one, cause extreme mood shifts that can disrupt work and damage relationships. And reading on, symptoms include extreme sadness, hopelessness, irritability, or anger, plus the common premenstrual syndrome symptoms such as breast tenderness and bloating. It just goes on to say like, people may also experience anger, anxiety, insomnia, or excessive sleepiness, irritability. Dang, why I say that like that? Appetite changes, bloating, depression, economic or social dysfunction due to symptoms, and fatigue, feeling overwhelmed, food cravings, headache, increased sensitivity, lack of concentration, water retention, and weight gain. And this is just like a little bit of it. And I had literally almost like, yeah. Okay. So that was another thing. Like, you know how PMS, like, and other like mood swings and stuff could have you just feeling some type of way. You just like, I don't feel like talking right now, blah blah blah. Yeah, it was like completely different, just way more intense, you know. So anyway, went through that for a couple more months, and so the biggest thing to me, as I was reading, as I talked to my doctor, and all of that, was finding out, y'all, that PMDD was previously misdiagnosed. Like they would misdiagnose women as having bipolar depression. That's how serious it is. And also that's just how, like, bruh, are you kidding me? Like, think about the medication for that. And what makes it so bad is like, you will literally be like completely fine for those 2.5, 3 weeks. Then them other two come in and it's just like a complete flip. Like, you don't want to move. You just want to lay in bed. You're irritable. Just want to, you know, whatever. So my doctor was basically saying that like I was like more prone to getting PMDD because one, I was in the age range. Two, I had postpartum depression and anxiety. And then 3, my son had to have surgery as a newborn. And so they had all of those factors just kind of like weighed in, and which is why I ended up, I guess, you know, starting to get the symptoms for it. And so managing it is something that is like, up to you on how you want to do. Because the thing is, they were like, people use SSRIs, which is like antidepressants basically, to help manage PMDD. But the only thing with that for me was like, for again, those weeks I was fine until then when I wasn't. And so I didn't want to take medicine just to get through that week of something. But it was also like, bro, that week or two be so bad that it's kind of like, at this point, why not? Because, you know, whatever. So that's one of the things that you have to consider when you deal with certain things like that. Let's see, what else? So that was like symptoms. Oh, also, another thing that I realized is that not a lot of women know about this. I didn't know about it, first of all. PMDD is not really talked about. Most women my age go through it and don't even know. And most doctors, because it's a new diagnosis and a new illness, it was literally just put into, yeah, hold on, I can't even think of that book. What is the name of that book? It's a book with a list of like mental illnesses with like, don't want to say that. Basically, it's a list with mental illnesses and like symptoms and what how a person can be diagnosed with it. Like for PMDD, it would have like premenstrual dysphoric disorder, more common in women amongst this age, and then it would say like symptoms, and then it would say can be diagnosed if the woman has had the symptoms for 6 months or longer, or just something like that. So, and I'm so mad, y'all, I can't think of the name. It's literally on the tip of my tongue. Oh, y'all, this is going, once I get off of here, I'm gonna look it up and like probably put it right here. That's the name of the book, okay? And I should know the name, like that. I don't remember, y'all. Okay, I'm not even try to keep remembering because I'm wasting time. But yeah, so it was just recently added, and so like I say, it was being previously misdiagnosed as bipolar depression. So just think about all the women who did go and say something and talk about how like the mood switches were like super extreme, and they were just misdiagnosed because medicine and just science hadn't advanced to that point yet. And so, okay, y'all, so I know something else I want to say. Most women, like I explained before, don't really know that what it is that they're going through when they are going through PMDD. And so they think it's normal PMS, which is not. And so they just go through years suffering through it. And so I just wanted to encourage y'all that, like, if you feel like something is going on that's a little different than what used to go on or just something like that, y'all talk to y'all doctor. And make sure that they hear you and don't just push it off as, oh, you know, it might be this or it might be that. No, actually get some answers for however you feeling. As far as like treatment, okay? So remember I was telling y'all about the SSRIs are mainly used to treat PMDD, but I ended up talking with my herbalist that I found, and he recommended me like different teas and herbs and stuff, and also some supplements like magnesium and things like that. So if you're not wanting to take medicine, or if you just don't, I don't know, maybe trust medicine, whatever, that's your business, you know, however you want to do. There are holistic ways to combat PMDD, and since then, I have just gotten a whole heck of a lot better, thank God, because it ain't no joke, like, no joke at all. That is going to wrap up this video, y'all. If y'all could please tell a friend to tell a friend, comment down below. Tell me if you ever heard of PMDD. Like this video, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next vlog.